welcome to Living Room Theater. It's me, Kesa, and I am super duper excited to make some theater with you today. Before we begin, please subscribe to my channel. That helps me so much and really supports me so that we can keep making theater later down the road. I super appreciate it. Now let's begin. Today we are going to play the shoe game. This is a charades-inspired theater game, and I really recommend grabbing a friend or a parent or any family member to come and play with you. But if you're alone and you want to do this video by yourself, that's fine too. You'll be able to do it. This game has 3 rounds, and we're going to jump right into the first round. So get up on your feet and let's go. All right, round 1. So before we begin this round, I have to introduce you to the most important part of the shoe game, and that is this gigantic imaginary shoebox in the middle of my living room. And you may not know this, but there's actually an imaginary giant shoebox in the middle of your living room too, and you're going to need it later on. So my shoebox is rectangular and pretty big, and I actually have to walk around it. You can't walk through imaginary shoeboxes. That's just how they work. So in round 1, what I'm going to do is I am going to dig through this imaginary shoebox, and I'm going to find a pair of shoes. Now, in this shoebox, there is every shoe imaginable. You've got flip-flops, you've got rainforest adventure shoes, you have clown shoes, any shoe that you can possibly think of is in this shoebox. So I'm going to dig around and I'm going to find one of those shoes, and then very intentionally and carefully I'm going to hold them just like I would in real life, put them on my feet just like I would in real life, and then I'm going to walk around the space, and I'm only going to give you about 10 seconds before you have to guess what shoe I'm wearing. So let's get started. I'm just going to dig around and just kind of see what shoes are available to me. I'm actually going to move my imaginary shoebox out of the way, just so I have room to try these on. Okay. Ooh. And now I'll just walk around the space like I'm wearing them. Do you know what shoes I'm wearing? They're high heels. Great job. All right, I'm going to pull out my imaginary shoebox and do it again. Ooh. Okay. Did you guess what shoes I'm wearing? I'm wearing flippers. That one was kind of a hard one. All right, I'm going to do one more before we go on to round 2. Okay. Oh. Did you guess what shoes I'm wearing? I'm wearing ice skates. So again, these magic shoe boxes have any shoe imaginable, literally anything you can possibly think of. All right, so we're gonna move on to round 2. Now it's your turn. So you are going to find the giant imaginary shoebox in your living room. And remember, it might look different than mine. It could be tall or circular, or maybe it's a hole in the ground, but regardless, there is a gigantic imaginary shoebox in your room. So you're gonna find that, and then I am going to tell you what shoe to try to find in there. Then you're going to have the same amount of time to put them on and carefully walk around the room as if you're wearing those shoes. Now, this is a really fun time to grab a parent or another family member or a friend who's in your home to come over and try to guess what shoe you're wearing. But if you want to do this video by yourself, that's totally okay. You don't need anybody else to do it with you. If someone is doing it with you though, you're going to want them to close their eyes and plug their ears because I'm about to tell you the first shoe to find in your imaginary shoebox. So dig into your imaginary shoebox and find ballet slippers. Then you're going to put them on and walk or dance around the room just like you would in real life. Go for it. Great job. Now look into your imaginary shoebox and find and put on a pair of roller skates. Go. Great job. Look back in that imaginary shoebox and this time find a pair of hiking boots and put those on. Great! Look into your imaginary shoebox and put on a pair of soccer cleats. Now look in that shoebox and this time pull out a pair of rain boots. Go! You're doing great. The next pair of shoes that I'm going to have you pull out of your imaginary shoebox is a pair of flip-flops. Great. Next one up, rock climbing shoes. Good job. Now pull out a pair of slippers and wear them like you're just getting up in the morning. Go for it. Great job. Next pair of shoes is a pair of tap shoes. All right, for your final pair of shoes in round 2, reach into your imaginary shoebox and pull out a pair of jetpack shoes. These shoes let you fly in the air. So put them on and fly around the room. Go for it. Great job, everyone. Excellent work on round 2. We're going to move right along to round number 3. So this time you are still going to dig around your imaginary shoebox and try to find a pair of shoes, but this time I'm not going to tell you what shoes to find. You get to use your imagination and decide what shoes on your own. I'm not going to give you a lot of time to decide which shoes to pick because that's kind of part of the challenge and part of the fun of this game. Again, as soon as you have them on, you can walk around the room like you're wearing this new pair of shoes. And if you have someone else playing this video with you, they can guess and you can kind of go back and forth. All right, so let's get started. Dig into that imaginary shoebox and find your first pair of shoes. Go! Great job. All right, go back into that imaginary shoebox and find your second pair of shoes. Go! Good work. Get back in there and get another pair of shoes out. Go for it. Great job on that one. All right, your last pair of shoes. So dig into that imaginary shoebox and find your absolute favorite pair of shoes in there and walk around the room like you're wearing them. Go for it. Great job, everyone. That was some superb theater game, improv, charades, magic out there. Give yourselves a round of applause. Now, I know that I said that this game only has 3 rounds, but that's not necessarily true, because what's real is that you know how to play this game and you don't need me anymore. You don't even need to watch this video anymore. So I really encourage you to have a round 4 and go into your imaginary shoebox and try to get other friends or family members to guess what shoe you're putting on. You can go back and forth and play it like charades. It's honestly so much fun. Also, this video was made during a global pandemic, so I've had to stay at home for most of the time and I haven't really been able to see my friends or my family. So if that's your case, if you're still in a quarantine just like I am and you're not able to see your friends, this is a really fun game that you can play over Zoom or FaceTime or any other video chat app that you have. Call up a friend, send them this video so they can learn how to play too, and then the two of you can play the shoe game over Zoom across miles wherever you may be. This is a really fun way to stay connected to your friends right now and keep playing even though this time is really hard. Either way, thank you so much for watching this video today. I really appreciate it. If you had fun like I absolutely did, please like this video and do not forget to subscribe to my channel. That helps me make theater later down the road. And finally, from my living room to yours, let's make some theater.